are in, I want to show y'all some tank sauce. You know what I'm saying? That I use, and I think it will help all y'all tanks out there. So first thing first, um, these arts right here: Mask, Mystic, Everyman, Ebon. Everything else is just extra. You know what I'm saying? Don't use manacles. You know what I'm saying? Also, too, you notice my health is super low. So what I started doing recently, so instead of specking in the health, when I do spec in the health, I think I have like I think I have 670 671K. It's either 578K or 671K. I think it's 671, not 71, 617K. My bad. I can't even. So when I do spec in the health, I will have 617K health, but I'm not. Why do I put it in my resto? Because resto also helps with your shield, and I'm ice. Ice is nowhere near health buff. It's not high function. It just straight shields. So, and here's the proof right here. Restoration buffs your shield. It helps out with your shield. So with that being said, to add on top of that, I use restoration colas. You know what I'm saying? So I use that on top, and also like I noticed a major difference, dog. I noticed a major difference in my shields. You know what I'm saying? I'm like my shields last a lot longer. I can take more damage. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, dog. Like it's crazy. So um, says like I pop restoration buff on top of a compound. If you don't want to pop a restoration cola, you can use the tank cookie, the the health cookie. It gives you like 5% health. You know what I'm saying? So I'll show y'all right now. I pop it, give him 5% health. I was at 478. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm at 476. Now I'm at 498. So small mini buff. You know what I'm saying? That's if you want to go that route. Um, yeah, man. That's for the restoration. You know what I'm saying? So, oh yeah, also too. So with these, you want to run all purples. You can do purple, green, purple, green, purple, green. You know what I'm saying? Because restoration does buff your shield. You can get away with doing that. You know what I'm saying? It's optional. You don't have to. Um, allies, your main ally should be Lex Luthor. Everybody else is just secondary options. A lot of people say Superman. He's worthless. He doesn't do anything. There are a lot of better options. All Superman do is a 35% damage reduction shield. That is crap. It doesn't do nothing for you. That gets one shot in a blink of an eye from a lesser ad. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't. It's just bad. It's useless. You know what I'm saying? Um, and the people say if people say that helps out with your healer, that is the most disrespect. Your healer must be trash. So you telling me a healer rocking 200 purple healing rate, page, trans, whatever they using, and you telling me a 35% gonna help them? It makes no difference at all. Ads and bosses is gonna eat right through that. One shot mechanics and AoEs is gonna eat right through that. So Superman is useless, but if you wanna use him, do you? The better options, yeah, Batman Who Laughs. He buffs your health, restoration. So you got, I think it's Gaia, Gaia. So I have him at level 9, but if you have him at level 10, that's 10% health. And on top, you see it says 3.5%, but if you have it on level 10, that goes to 5% all stats. So that's 5% dominance, 5% resto. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So, then on top of that, you add a 10% health. So you're buffing yourself as a tank. You're getting buffed all around. Restoration and health and dominance. Your other option, if you're using supercharges as a tank, throw on that Black Adam. You feel me? If you're using Harley Quinn, you have to use Peace Stone. Poison Ivy is also a good option. I know tanks that use Poison Ivy. I think she does a damage reduction shield. I think 10% or something like that, which stacks on top of Ebon. You know what I'm saying? Because every swap or a full stack of Ebon is 30% damage reduction throughout the stacks. Is 3% per stack. You know what I'm saying? So that stacks on top of Poison Ivy. But yeah, your main ally should be Lex Luthor. Um, Everyone else is optional. If all you have is Superman, then that's okay. Your combat ally, my best recommendation is Death Metal Batman. Why? Because he debuffs everything, health, damage, and defense, and that stacks on top of a troll of debuffs, which helps the DPS out with the burn. So the more debuffs stacked on the ads on bosses, the more burn the DPSs can do. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have Death Metal Batman, then it really don't matter. You use Crypto. I use Superman for ads. So like I use Superman and Shazam. It like depends on how I feel. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's that. For white mods, it don't matter. I mean, the only white mod that matters is chest, back, feet, head. So on the feet, of course, you're gonna have Atomic Master. Legs don't matter. Chest, you can do Hardy or Quick Healing. Quick Healing gives you 2% healing. Healing, income healing received. You know what I'm saying? So that stacks on top of Sissy Mask, Missy Symbols, and everything else that heals you. Your back, it's optional. You can use it on your shield, immunity, or your ad juggle. In my opinion, it's best to use it on immunities. If the only exception, so if you're Earth, you're gonna use Jackhammer as your back mod. That's your main go-to, at least on ads. You know what I'm saying? When you use Jackhammer, um, neck mod for assault, my head mod, whatever supercharge you use. The reason why I put Neo Venom because I don't most of the time I don't run, or sometimes like I don't. Well, most of the time, I don't run a supercharge in my main loadout. So what I do to finesse it, I would swap right before I start tanking. I swap to damage roll, pop my Neo Venom, swap back to my tank roll, and now I'm buffed for like the next 10 to 15 seconds. Neo Venom buffs your defense. It buffs your strength, defense, and damage output. Before a tank, the only thing that matters is defense. So I'm like super buffed. So I that's what I use it for. Um, yeah, man, that's that. The weapon, absorption, adapter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. And if you're using that face mask from TTE, you can use that for health or restoration. Doesn't matter. I don't really use it. Um, at least for tank. So that's that. My utility belt, PvP colas, breakout trinket. So with these PvP colas, you can use them as a breakout or a buff. It buffs you 30% control resistance, just like your breakout trinket. And yes, they stack. I'm finna show y'all right now. So uh, definite fields are optional. I do fine without them. They're just luxury. Same thing with these stuns right here. I like to use this. I like to use these graviton accelerators more than the emitters. I like them better. It helps me see a lot better down the hallway, down the block, down the street. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. If say for instance, if you're taking CTE second boss and you get trapped in a whirlpool, pop a PvP cola or a breakout trinket and you'll break out. Or you can pop it before. But yeah, they stack. I'm gonna show you right now. So 1, 2, that's 30% control resistance from the PvP cola and 30% control resistance from the breakout. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that so now for 20 seconds I have 60% control resistance. It is impossible, almost impossible for me to get stunned. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's that. You can also use your pets to like corner or trap the boss. It works in all bosses for the most part, like 9 times out of 10. So I can pop my pet, my henchman, and then I could just hide behind my henchman while I pull the boss and keep aggro, and the boss is going to stay in the same spot the whole time. Can't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Very cheesy. So that's that's great. You know what I'm saying? What else? What else? What else? Did I go over restoration? Yeah, I went over that. I went over cookies. Um, Rifle. So if you're in a situation where like you have to lunge and add from afar, it's best to use rifle because you can almost like lunge in place. So instead of doing the full animation, I could do half of it and clip it to a pool like this. You see? So hold on, I can do it. You see that when I lunge, see when I did my flip, notice how I didn't hit the target, but it said stun. That means I reached him. So look, boom. See? Not only did I lunge him, I pulled for aggro. So like the perfect example of that, CTE first boss, taking Wonder Woman and Circe, and the Beast Morph comes out. I could just swap to my rifle. You know what I'm saying? And then you know what I'm saying? So that's that. That helps. Yeah, I think that's it. That's it. Also, too, phase dodge is very good. It's optional, but it's very good. You know what I'm saying? I use it. So if it's like almost a one shot or like a hard hitting attack, say for instance, like we run a CHME last boss, when Swamp Beast turns giant, bro, and throw that 2-piece, it's guaranteed 50 to like 75% of your health. It's GG's. So if you're not a healing tank power, if you're ice, phase dodge will bail you out each and every time. Phase dodge will bail you out, bro. Easy, easy, easy sauce, easy finish. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's it. I went over my arts. Okay, so just to be sure, so got Sissy's mask. Whenever your shield break, 30% heal receive buff. That helps out your healer. That buffs all your healing. So that goes to Soda Cola, the hand mod, your power, your supercharge, supply drop peak stone, all that. So mystic symbols, but your defense on top of a 10% healer received buff is forever active. Every man prototype. Whatever health you lose, get dumps get transferred to your defense, buff your defense. You know what I'm saying? E-bond, you know, 3% damage reduction every stack. So you swap it every time. So let's say if so I just, boom. You know what I'm saying? Boom. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Oh, I missed a swap, but you know what I'm saying? Something like that. Oh, boom. You know, God, it's not registering. Hold on. There you go. You know what I'm saying? But like you'll be swapping E-bond in and out. You know what I'm saying? You know. So yeah, man. That's that. If you're using the supercharge, throwing that scrap in EOG. EOG is a free buff. At 200, you get 5% dominance, health, and restoration, and you get healed by the green circle. So that's a free buff. Like why not? You know, Mercy, if you're using brick with earth, you don't have to. I was earth and I was doing just fine without brick. I actually liked it without brick because I was able to do a lot more, but either or is up to you. You know what I'm saying? Play how you want to play. Laz is optional. You know what I'm saying? I believe it's useless, but if you don't have any other art that you don't want to keep Laz, you know what I'm saying? It's optional. Um, Clarion is optional. Luxury. If you're running a full player, 123 DPSs, throw on that Clarion, and when as you're using Clarion, throw on Hand Blasters. And when you use Hand Blasters, why? Because the pulse beam combo, the little lightning move that comes from Hand Blasters, is like you tap triangle twice and, and then you hold it. That procs the healing effect faster and more faster than every combo and weapon in the game, including Weapon Mastery. I've tested it many times. So yeah, if you're using Clarion, use Hand Blasters. Um, Manacles are straight up dirt. I already told y'all that. You know what I'm saying? Can't tell me this artifact is good. Nobody can prove that this artifact is good. It is straight up terrible. It kills you. You only get 5-6 seconds of the artifact use. You get a 45-second cooldown, and then after that cooldown, the damage that you took reapplies on top of the damage that you are currently receiving from the bosses and ads, which they don't tell you in the artifact. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely catfish. Um, Unshakable. It only resets one shield. What's the point of resetting the shield when it's going to get ate up by the damage from manacles? Manacles is going to eat right through it. You know what I'm saying? The all shield cooldown are reduced by 10%. 10% is like a 2-3 second difference. It's not major. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's not. It's not major. It doesn't make a difference at all. Especially if you're tanking. It does not. If you say it does, if 3 seconds is a major difference from you, you got some practice to do. Like you got some practicing to do. Like that is that's very bad. But yeah, man, lasso is optional. I say don't use lasso; it's not really needed. But if you're gonna use lasso, you can double pull a lasso, so like you can do something like this. You could. They don't have lasso on, but you can throw in a lasso. Hold on. Yeah. So like you can lasso and then regular pull. That's like double pulling. You know what I'm saying? So that's great for ads. So it's optional. I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? The Luster Refractor is useless for a tank. That's a troll art. It says tank, but it's better used as a troll. If you are using it as a tank, please let your troll know that you're using it. Because if y'all both use it at the same time, it's going to cancel each other out, or one overrides the other. Um, P-Stone, if you're using Harley Quinn ally, other than that, it's just luxury. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Soda Cola Ultimates, they're like only best used when your last procs, if you use them last. But yeah, man. I'm trying to make this video as short as possible. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. That's all I could think of. Don't mind these offs, right? Just you know what I'm saying, just thinking. But yeah, man. Yeah, that's all, man. Yeah. So, oh yeah. By the way, like, I don't really play this game, bro. I barely play this game. I barely touch this game. I only the most I do is log on, check my reward, so I don't miss out on the day. Hop right back off. I might get in a run or two, barely even that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's it, man. Waiting on double XP to come out. I'm getting impatient. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. All right, y'all. Peace out.